USAA knows dynamic duos can save the day, like superheroes and sidekicks or auto and home insurance. With USAA, you can bundle your auto and home and save up to 10%. Learn more and get a quote at USAA.com/bundle. Restrictions apply.
Test, check 1, 2. You know you need unique New York. You know you need unique New York. Does that sound all right? Ah, that's better. You can always tell something's missing when you get isolated results, like AI that's only right for one of your systems. Get AI that can work across your data and applications. Learn more at IBM.com. The AI built for business. IBM.
Switch to Verizon Business and get more from your internet without paying more for your internet. Get LTE Business Internet starting at $39 a month when paired with select business mobile plans. That's unlimited data, and with it, unlimited possibilities. Start saving today with Verizon Business, ranked #1 in small business internet customer satisfaction by J.D. Power. Starting price for 25 megabits per second LTE internet plan with smartphone plan savings, plus taxes, fees, and economic adjustment charge. Terms apply. For J.D. Power 2024 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards.
Whatever the occasion, effortless elegance is right this way. Because Hilton brings you new ways to stay courtesy of the Nomad London. And it doesn't stop at award-winning dining in a space draped in velvet and illuminated by vintage chandeliers. No, this day goes beyond with unparalleled personalized service and attentive hospitality. Oh, and did we mention the Nomad London can be booked using your Hilton Honors points at Hilton.com? Hilton, for this day.
So, you just started using LinkedIn Premium. Now what? Well, on your premium company page, you noticed around 7.5 times more page engagement and 5 times more page views. Well done. And now, new clients are messaging you. All because you're using LinkedIn Premium, which helps you get the business growth you want. Think big, small business. Think big. Start your free trial at linkedin.com/premium small business. That's linkedin.com/premium small business.
I knew it. Another Huda Media production.
Hi, Chantal.
Hey, Rexian.
On today's episode, I know that we've been doing Love Island weekly recaps, but Chantal is finally obsessed. She's finally obsessed with Love Island. So
shit has hit the fan where it's like we can't, like, these are probably going to be the best episodes that they have. So it's like we have to talk about it, like, because it's so much is going on, and it's literally been 2 episodes, but there's so much has happened that we just need to discuss it.
Yeah, it's literally 11:20, and we both had a funeral today. And I'm honestly so exhausted. But Chantal texted me. She's like, do you want to just do a Love Island recap? And I was like, yes. And today was a tough day because it's Wednesday. And Wednesday, there's no Love Island episode. So you just have withdrawals. I am excited because I did see, I haven't checked all our DMs, but I got some DMs and they were like, really, should I really get into Love Island? Should I just do it? And I'm like, yes, please. Like, you guys, no other show matters. It just doesn't. Like Next Gen New York City, no. Miami, hard time watching it tonight. It was great, but like all I'm thinking about is Love Island, you guys. All I'm thinking about is Love Island.
To me, I don't understand. If you're already a reality show person, like the fact that you're not watching Love Island is kind of crazy. Like just in general, it's like the best reality TV right now, and it always has been, really. So it's like if you're into those like reality shows, or if you're ever into the dating shows, like this is the best one.
The thing is, I do think that a lot of people are turned off and uncomfortable with the kissing. And we talked about this, but like, so am I. And just forward those, forward it, because I don't know what the fuck happened this season, but they really are out of line with it. So just forward the games, because the games are stupid. So at least to me, they're dumb. But we are going to be talking about Love Island. We're going to be talking about...
Is it Love Island or is it Huda Island?
I know. It's so crazy. It is. Oh my gosh, you guys, so much to like.
I think there's so much to unpack, and like there's so much to say, but I think it's so crazy that like right now, like if it wasn't for her, like it wouldn't be this good.
Well, you don't know that.
But like really right now, like imagine like she was out, like who would be watching?
I would still be just as into it because there's like characters, like everyone in there is such a character. So on Sunday's episode, obviously, America did a recoupling. So, Peacock producers or whatever, Love Island USA producers, very messy doing that. So the following day, Huda is reacting to that. And she is kind of saying like, does America hate me? Oh my gosh. Or does America hate us? Or does America hate? Anyways, basically what we found out in the last 2 episodes is that she's convinced America thinks Jeremiah is wrong.
Yeah.
He is convinced that America feels like Jeremiah is doing her has done her so dirty behind the scenes. And I don't understand it. Again, we talk about self-awareness. Every time Huda speaks, everyone is annoyed, rolling their eyes, even if they're doing it from the side, when someone is not interested. And so
but I also feel like the place, like especially on that one episode, like they are so delulu, like they're giving it into her, saying like, we don't know, maybe America's seeing something we don't know. They're like almost like trying to make her feel better, but it's like, you guys know.
Yeah, and
or maybe they don't know. I don't know. It's just so crazy, but like they're literally trying to make it seem to her like, we don't know the reason. We don't know the reason. Maybe they see something we don't see.
What's interesting though is like Pepe, Jalen, and Iris, they know. So they know, but they're not allowed to say anything. However, there is one day a week where there's no filming. And I wonder if like someone will eventually spill the tea on it.
No, they can't, because I've because I was so into UK. So basically what happens on the one day that they're not filming, they have to go girls and girls, and they have to go boys and boys, and they have literally chaperones watching over them the whole time, making sure they're not talking about the show or not talking about the relationships. And then that night they have to sleep in the same sex couple beds. So like 2 girls, 2 boys, 2 girls, 2 boys. And like, that's like when they clean the beds after, like they literally have to be in those beds together. Like they're watched the whole time.
And Chantel, that's exactly why I think Nick told, what's his name? The guy I hate, Ace, about Huda having a baby.
So you think he knows about it?
Well, I mean, Huda ends up telling Ace, like, cause he's like, I don't know why Ace says to her, like, I don't know why or what's like happened in your life that you feel like you need to do this in a relationship. And she was like, well, Ace, I'm a mother. And it's like he was leading to it. And so I 100% think Nick, being Ace's puppet, absolutely told her, like, absolutely. Told him, yeah. He doesn't take her seriously at all. So I did find it weird, I will say, like when the whole recoupling thing happened and everyone was just like kind of crashing, I did think it was weird that Jeremiah didn't check on Huda that night.
Very. I think that's the one thing you could have done, regardless of how you're feeling. Just like, she was about to go home. I think that was the one time, like, that's where everyone, I think, like, unanimously can say that was weird and like we feel bad for her. Like, why wouldn't he check on her? But like, they have such bad communication that like, why can't you just go up to him? Like, why are you waiting for him? Like, it's just so toxic where it's like one is waiting on the other the whole time. And it's like, okay, this is a moment just to be with each other.
I just think that Jeremiah, like when it comes to Ace, they're not a good, first off, Jeremiah and Huda are not a good couple, right? Their communication is just not there. And I feel like where Jeremiah fucked up is like, he is the type who lets his boys get in his head. So like, that's a weak man. Like he's very
yeah, like he's very, okay. He disclosed that he's been in therapy for 2 years. So clearly a lot of things has happened in this guy's life that like he's saying that. I feel like he just is easily convinced by a lot of people. Like even the Huda thing, he needs someone to, it's like, he's like that codependent person. Like he depends on other people all the time. So he's like constantly like listening to what people say to him.
It wasn't until on Monday's episode, Huda was like acting crazy, like acting upset. The producers are so messy because they sent the couples on an ocean, on a date, to be in the ocean. And apparently that's the date that Huda would want. And I'm like, you just literally had a whole water park to yourself. And Huda wakes up in the middle of the night. She's genuinely devastated. I do think as we're Middle Eastern. I do think that all she's thinking about too is like, I just had sex with this man. You guys, my dad would probably, I'm not even kidding. This is like graphic, but just think about like what my dad would do to me if I ever went on a show like this and did what Huda was doing. So in like the Middle Eastern world, it's a freaking big deal. So I do think in her head, she's like, I can't believe I gave myself to this man. I can't believe I had sex with this man in 2 weeks. Like, I do think she is like worried about that.
Listen, any girl would be like, even if someone that you're living more open, like the minute you give yourself away from that, like innately we do get more attached. So like she's attached at this point. Like she's all in. She literally is all in. And then now you have this side of saying like, shit, I just had sex with him. And like, I'm like in love with this guy. Like she's acting like she's in love with this guy after 2 weeks.
Well, and it was literally when she had sex that all this stuff happened. So that would make someone crash. However, she's so out of line and she's so disrespectful because she just like constantly calls him a bitch and like, you ain't shit. And you guys, if roles were reversed and if a man did that to a woman, they would be out a million years ago. So that's why it is messed up that Huda still has this type of opportunity. And it wasn't until Tuesday's episode where she was walking down the backyard and she was like, you're a bitch, and keep doing it. And like, he's not even saying anything back. Like, he's not perfect. We're well aware of that. He's done things where, again, his whole mood would shift and then he would get mad at her because the fucking boys put something in his head. So like, he's not perfect at all, but Tuesday's episode made me realize like, you absolutely need to go. Well, anyways, when she found out that they all went on a date, she wakes up Taylor and she's like, they're gone, whatever. And Taylor acts like cool, but Taylor is such a minion because after that, he goes and he tells Nick about it and he's like clowning her and all this shit. And I'm like, you're so phony. You're such a follower. I don't know. I don't like seeing men act like this. Like, I get very disgusted. I get the ick. Like, if my husband was out there acting like this and like going back and like gossipy like that, it's so gross to me. And trying to get in men's head and all this stuff, like, it's not cute. And
what I really just don't like is like people going so hard on like all the boys going so hard on Jeremiah and just like doing it for I still don't understand why they're going so hard on him. Like, what's your guys' problem? Like, what's your guys' issue? Like, I just still don't understand it. So like, that's what like, I don't like when three people like are best friends and they're just doing it because they're best friends and like they're following someone else's lead. Like, what is your issue? Like, really, what is your issue?
Honestly, Ace, like, he's so fucking toxic. He truly
it's literally because Ace wanted freaking Huda in the beginning. He didn't get her. And like, he like literally wanted to, he felt like maybe this is Jeremiah's problem. Like, he's in it to win this game, I think. Like, and he said in the beginning, I still think that he's like in it to become popular. He wants to gain the popularity too. And I think maybe Ace can see through that, which is fine. But like, why are you so mad about it? Like, what are you
I
so
think
mad
what
about?
it is Ace is very good looking, right? He's good looking. He's like, the fact that we have like this like tiny king who's 22 running the house is crazy to me. But he's good looking. But you know what? He's a short king. It's like the one thing. Listen, it's you know how like the one, like, we get insecure about things. No one walks in the mall and says like, oh, look at that man. He's so hot and short, like this short man. Like, they're always like, that man, whenever describing a hot man, you're like, he's tall, handsome, dark, whatever, whatever it is. Like, he's like a short little thing. Jeremiah is incredibly good looking. He just is. Okay. And so I think he is Jeremiah's biggest hater. And I really just think he's very jealous and bitter of him. There's a scene on the first episode where he says like he's into Huda and like he'd want Huda. Huda never gave him the time or day. So yeah, I don't think that he's someone who's used to rejection. So I think
Can you see him like after this fallout with this whole Huda and Jeremiah thing? Can you see Ace sliding into Huda?
No, absolutely not. Never,
Okay,
never.
we'll see.
First off, he's just like so disrespectful. Never. But I want to go straight into what ends up happening with the door stuff, because I think it's fucking crazy. What ended up happening is they're all recoupled, and just the next day, I don't know why producers did this. Instead of like recoupling, I think they should have went and brought new bombshells. Like, where are the bombshells?
I
Like,
know. I feel like, I do feel like there's not that many bombshells, but they weren't all recoupled. Just the 3 got recoupled that day before.
This episode is sponsored by Factor. All right, let's be real. Summer with 4 young kids at home is wild. Between work, camps, play dates, and just trying to keep up, cooking is the last thing I want to spend hours doing. That's why I'm so glad I found Factor. More sun, more light, more time to do all the things that make summer so special. And the number one thing you don't want to be doing all summer, spending hours cooking inside. That's where Factor comes in. Factor's chef-crafted, dietitian-approved meals are ready in just 2 minutes, taking the hassle out of eating well. Factor meals arrive fresh and ready to eat, no prep, no mess. And with 45 weekly options, I can find meals that fit my goals and my crazy schedule. I've been loving the Protein Plus chicken meals and the breakfast egg bites. They're actually delicious and they keep me going all day. Factor powers your day from sun up to sundown. And trust me, with 4 kids, that's a long day. I use Factor and you should too. It has seriously saved me so much time and helped me stay on track with eating well, even on my busiest days. Get started at factormeals.com/TRH50off and use code TRH50off to get 50% off plus free shipping on your first box. That's code TRH50off at factormeals.com/TRH50off for 50% off plus free shipping. Factormeals.com/TRH50off.
Hey cousins, let's talk mental health. I think we all know someone, maybe even ourselves, who could have really used therapy but didn't know how to get started. Cost, insurance, time, it all gets in the way. That's why I love what Rula is doing. Rula, spelled R-U-L-A, is a healthcare provider group that's changing how we access therapy. They've got over 15,000 therapists and psychiatrists nationwide, and they match you based on what you actually need, whether it's a talk therapy, medication support, or both. I haven't personally used Rula yet. I've seen how powerful therapy can be for myself, and I've seen what it could do for my close friends. One friend told me the hardest part wasn't asking for help, it was finding someone to actually give it. That's the gap Rula fills. Rula accepts major insurance, so your session could cost as little as $15, and once you're in, you're not alone. They help you schedule, follow up, and make sure you're moving towards real progress. This isn't some one and done platform. Rula actually cares. If you've been thinking about therapy but didn't know where to start, this is it. Visit rula.com/TRH and take the first step toward feeling better. That's RULA.com/TRH. And when you sign up, make sure to tell them our show sent you. It helps us and helps you. One more time, that's rula.com/TRH. Affordable, personalized care, because you deserve to feel heard.
You know that feeling when someone shows up for you just when you need it most? That's what Uber is all about. Not just a ride or dinner at your door. It's how Uber helps you show up for the moments that matter. Because showing up can turn a tough day around or make a good one even better. Whatever it is, big or small, Uber is on the way. So you can be on yours. Uber, on our way.
This episode is brought to you by Nespresso and Samra Origins by The Weekend Coffee Collection.
Introducing Samra Origins. My collaboration with Nespresso is a connection to my roots, to my mother, Samra. Coffee that hits the right notes. It transports you. Crafted with unique notes and bold, soaring flavors. Experience a taste that moves you. Nespresso and Samra Origins.
Discover more at Nespresso.com.
Get into your body's vitals with the Vitals app on Apple Watch.
I wanna get into my body and let my skin do the talking. I wanna feel like I'm myself again.
The Vitals app tracks key overnight metrics so you can spot changes in your health before you feel them. The Vitals app on Apple Watch. iPhone XS or later required. The Vitals app is for wellness purposes only and not for medical use.
I wanna get into my body.
I'm talking about like through the door thing. I know that they weren't all recoupled, but like then those 3 couples should have not been included in this.
Yes, I agree. I do think that
and I think
they already
that's
got recoupled. Like, why are they? Yeah.
Because here's what happened. Usually on the show, when a new person comes, they're just allowed to choose. And for that week, they have that person. So it's like annoying that it went that way. And they had it where if you guys both match each other, like you guys are a match and you're not, vulnerable to go home. And what ends up happening and what pissed me off, Chantal, I don't know if you know, is that Chelly and what's his name? Ace's friend just came out and said, by the way, they've known each other. They met in January, February, and it all makes sense because in February, Ace proclaimed, I'm going to be my Valentine, Chelly, be my Valentine. So they're saying, and we can take this with a grain of salt because like people can say things, but this guy's like, I know both of them. They both went on the show and they both said, don't get like intimate with someone. And that kind of makes sense because you never heard Chelly complain that Austin wasn't like kissing her outside of challenges and thing. You never heard her do any of that. So I was like, that is kind of weird. And then the way that he was like, don't touch me to Amaya and all this stuff, I'm like, I don't know. That's very,
They
very
need to be voted off then. Get off my screen.
It's the one thing that everyone's saying. I absolutely do believe that that's the case, that these two did know each other, and it matches the whole Valentine's thing where he in February was saying, I have a Valentine's named Chelly. Like, I mean, whose name is fucking Chelly, dude?
Yeah.
So, and then just how he's moving and how he's acting here. And then her, like, she's acting like girl next door, so calm, like, yeah, I understand. Everything's good. And when I realized like she wasn't really a girl's girl, is knowing that she has zero interest in Austin. But then when Amaya and Austin were together, all of a sudden she goes up to Austin and she's like, let's play Pilates, or like, I don't even know, like, let's meditate or something. And I was just like, what are you doing? And I was like, dude, something is like truly up with her. Like, she was my number one girl. And I'm like, no, she's not my number one girl anymore.
And the way she downplayed that, like, she didn't even know that they had a connection. Like, how are you, like, how did you not see that? Because, like, since the minute Amaya got on in the door, like, they had made out. I know they don't know that they made out, but like, they have pulled each other for chat. So, like, how do you not know that there's even a connection there?
I think what pissed me off about the whole door challenge is that made me realize Chelly's not my girl, is the way that when it was Austin's turn, she did this whole theatrical thing of acting scared and nervous and like, how is he going to choose Amaya? Like, is he going to choose me? I hope he chooses me. And then acted so disappointed that she wasn't chosen when all along she was going to choose Ace. And then even dragging him out. Like, everyone's like, the Austin haters like to say, all Austin does is complain and mope. Every time he addressed Chelly with this, she would tell him like, no, I'm still open with you.
She reassures him.
Yeah. And reassure him where he'd be like, okay, then you know what? Like, I could move with her. And it's like, she did all that. Had Austin opened her door, he would have went home because of her. So it's like, you are so fucked up and you did all that for what? For what? Like, you were never going to choose him. You let him on this entire time. You disrespected him, had yourself get licked in front of him and literally directly in front of him and gave no fucking care. And then all of a sudden in your confessional, you're like, why would he choose Amaya? Like, when did they have a connection? And that's when I was like, wow, Chelly is not who I think she is. And I'm actually so sad about this.
Yeah, I'm not that sad about it. I just can't wait for it to like blow up in like Ace's face and hers face, because like he acts so perfect and he acts like he treats girls so perfect and he knows what he's doing. And like, she clearly is like okay with him, like talking to her one second, talking to another girl, then coming back to her. It's like, let's see what you two can do now. Let's see that you guys are together finally. What's going to happen with you two?
And even Chantal, when you think about Iris and the way Iris moved with him, and then she was like, I'm going to go sit there. And he was like nervous. Like, he's like, what should I do? Should I go sit there? Is this really happening? Because it really makes sense, because him and Chelly like made this agreement, but he's getting excited about like what Iris was saying. But then the
like,
whole
how ironic that both people that like were talking or dating got on the show.
Yeah, but then how ironic that Amaya got on the show and Chelly knows Amaya.
I know.
Outside of the show.
I know, it's crazy.
And so you guys know, like, Taylor, a lot of people talk about Taylor. I don't know. One of our Patreon listeners were saying that some of them she was saying that I think Huda and Jeremiah remind them of a Temu version of Leah and Miguel.
No,
and, like,
please never.
No, but they're saying that they were a Temu version.
I know, but still, like they wish even their Temu version.
No, Chantal, that's actually so funny, because like a Temu version, like that's so scary and so fucking true.
I know, but I'm just saying, I'm like taking it to like the whole nother level that like they even like it's like that's like what they want to be, is like even a little bit compared to them, and it's like, no, you guys are disgusting.
Even like Taylor reminds me of a Temu version of Cordell. And so, and it's like, no, like, is that his name, Cordell?
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's like, so apparently he got told last minute that he was going to come on as an original after someone bailed out. So he obviously, Ace has been giving him advice on how to be with Olandria and to really win her over. And I am just like so disappointed in Olandria.
I told you she was going to pick him, and you're like, no.
I just don't, first off, like, he's just so not cute to me. And I think it's like his body type I'm not into at all. But it was so disappointing, you guys. It broke my heart when Jalen went up to the door to open it because he was gonna, of course, he's like, I came in for Landria. I got my passport. And he literally opens the door and she has it locked. And just him walking back and he still walked with a smile. You guys, like he is such a fucking catch. It is pissing me off that we're losing people who actually are on the show. Because at the end, it comes down to Huda. Of course, Jeremiah doesn't choose Huda. Okay. Jeremiah chooses Iris, which I'm really proud of him. And I'm proud of him because he's like taking the men's advice. Like they're saying, Huda's toxic for you. Like go explore. So he does that. Like he is very like weak. And again, Chanel, I don't know, like he's had something wrong with him that he lets these men control his thought process. So he ends up choosing Iris, which is like what the men have been saying. And so it's up to the audience to choose Huda or choose Jalen. Who are they going to choose to stay here? Everyone has been bitching about Huda all day, talking mad shit about her, how they can't do this. Like everyone can't stand her. So you're thinking, okay, thank God Jalen deserves this. He's going to get an opportunity. And then all of a sudden, all the women just like go and support because again, if you guys like watched UK, like the whole premise of the show is that the women are so loyal and like positive and cheerleaders towards each other. Same with the men. That's why Ace is ruining the show because he's totally vindictive and jealous. So you guys, Ace ends up walking over and he stands behind Huda like he wants to keep Huda over Jalen. And Nick actually stayed true to his word and went behind Jalen. So did Austin because they all see it. Like they're just like, they see it. They're not going to play games. They're not playing with people. They know that Jalen deserves to be here over Huda. So all of a sudden, fucking Ace goes, and then who follows him? Taylor.
I know, but wasn't it weird when like Huda was like, thank you or something, and he literally was like being such a beat to her? It's like, then don't stand next to me.
Exactly. He shit on her. And again, that tells me remember, Chantal, I gave you that whole theory about construction workers, how like they want you to know that you're so fucking small. Like you give, you try to be nice and be thankful. And they're like, you're still not shit to me. And it's like, oh my gosh. Okay. Wow. Like, I don't know. This is too much. So a lot of you guys were like, or not a lot, but just like, I've seen this. And, even on Patreon, someone was like, one of our cousins were like, you have to think of this. He wanted to make sure that Jalen was out because it's Taylor's competition. But just so you guys know, even if Ace and Taylor went behind him, behind Jalen, Huda would have still stayed.
Mm-hmm.
So no, he's just a piece of shit. He is playing with Jeremiah's head. And if you saw Jeremiah's face, he was like, like what? Like what the fuck? You went and you just chose Huda? Like after all the shit you guys have been talking and saying to me, you went and chose Huda. And to know that those two numbers wouldn't have mattered. Huda would have still came on. So just choose Jalen and like have my back as my boy. And you still didn't. That's how you guys know Ace is trash. Like, I don't know how you guys aren't seeing it. I don't know how you're not seeing it. But
I don't know how anybody can defend Ace or his actions on anything. I literally will argue to the death of me because I just think he's such a piece of shit. And like, he is the one that needs a reality check. He is the one that's messy as hell. He's the one that literally, like, I don't know why anyone's listening to him. And I'm so happy. Like, I think it's Austin's the only one that can like really like see it and clock it and say like, I hate that shit. I hate when people think that they're like big, bad and tough and like try to like tell people what to think and what to do. And it's like, no, we're like our own people. We have our own thoughts and we can express our own emotions.
Austin sees it all, but you know what worries me is, okay, so if you guys are new watchers, what they end up doing is they end up doing a movie night where they put everyone together and they literally show scenes of them talking shit. And it's a very, very messy. And I just know that if Austin is still there, what they're going to do is show the scenes of him saying like Ace is the ringleader and blah, blah, blah. And I feel like everyone is going to turn on Austin because of fucking Ace.
Well, let's see. I don't know because I feel like they also know he's such a good guy, and it's like, yeah, Ace is messy, and it's like he is talking so much shit, and he just runs around like thinking he is something, and it's like, no, people get fed up with
You're
that
not making
sometimes.
sense though. Every single one of them though, like ride for Ace, like every
I
single
know,
one
but
of
people
them.
get fed up with that at times. Like when they start to see like his messy moves, like maybe like now when they see him go after Huda, and then like they see that, they're gonna be like, what the hell is happening here?
But they're not, because at the end of the day, they all find Huda to be so annoying and they think Huda is the problem. So they're not going to be like, they're going to be like right now, Ace is on top. He feels like America's on his side, is seeing what they're saying, like what he's seeing, and he thinks like he's running shit. So until we get some new people, like a bunch of new people, it's literally Austin against like all of them, if that does happen. And you know what? I don't even think Austin is going to last. What really sucks to me is like that conversation. I love Austin and Amaya, and where Austin's like, I genuinely just want to be a dad. Like, I cannot wait for that. Austin is actually looking for a match. Jalen was actually looking for a match. Even Bella Dashia, she was looking for a match. Everyone that Charlie literally found a match. Everyone that has been sent home are people that are actually taking this seriously. And that's like ruining it for me. Like, that's seriously pissing me off. Like, these people actually want to be here and want to find a match. And they're not.
But they haven't though. Like that's the thing you have to like understand too, is like who's their connection with. Like I didn't see like Olandria and Jalen. Like I didn't see their connection. They literally felt like friends to me. So it's like I do think she should be with Taylor because you could tell she likes Taylor more. So it's like just because he's a nice guy doesn't mean he deserves to stay.
But
You have to find a match.
Jalen was there for 3 days. And yeah, I mean, listen, Olandria doesn't know that also in the beginning, Taylor acted like he wasn't attracted to her.
Mhm.
So she doesn't know that. But I just feel like Jalen so badly deserved to be there. And I'm just so disappointed that he's not. It just broke my heart into how like he's never been out of the country. He's such a nice guy. Like he would say, he said, on my free time, I go to my grandma and I hang out with her. And it's like, oh
No,
my
he's
God.
a good guy, but I just don't feel that bad.
Oh my gosh. You are like, I don't know, you're just like not clocking it with me this.
Yeah, I don't agree with a lot of the things you say and
Oh
about
my
it. Because,
gosh. And you know
yeah.
what's crazy is that a lot of people on our Patreon were like, I normally agree with Chantel, and I find myself not agreeing with anything she's saying. Like, you thought Sierra was the it girl,
And I
she's
still do. I still think she's like so
boring and just so there. I
Yeah,
can't.
She is a little bit more boring, but I still think she's the only one saying things. Like even in the girls' dressing room in episode 2, she was like to her, like, she literally told Huda, like, you didn't have to use all those name calling. Like she's the only one like actually calling her out. And then even next episode, we see that she tells all the ladies, you guys, I'm done voting for Huda. If she does one more thing, I'm done. Like this is her last chance. Like, so she is the only one actually saying things. So like, and to me, she is like, she says interesting facts. She's beautiful. Like, I still think she's like my number one girl, to be honest. She's a little boring. She's not really giving anything. And I want to see like more with
And
like
her and Nick literally have no match. They have
I want to see someone really come in and like really go after Nick or her to see like what will happen. I know Pepe kind of did a little bit, but it was just like not enough. And like, I just want to see that.
So Charlie has come out of the villa, and since coming out of the villa, he has seen bits and pieces of Hannah moving on with Pepe already. And he was like, it's very hard to see that. He's like, just like if you were on social media and you see your person move on, that's very hard to see. Like, I don't even want to watch the episodes. And they're like, well, you said that you were still going to be open with Hannah. Like when she gets out, and they were asking him like, would you still be open? And he's like, no, I can't see myself still being open if she's sitting there with Pepe and doing this. And honestly, Hannah and her dramatics, and then the next day, like completely being fine with Pepe, was honestly very, very fucking scary to me.
I think sometimes like, but no, see, like I disagree because like we see it all the time in Love Island. Like sometimes you just need to get through your emotions and really like express them. And then you come out and it's a new day. Like a new day to them is like 3 months. And like they're just like, I'm more clear. Like she can focus on this guy and see if there's actually a connection with him, because clearly she liked him to make out with him. And it's like, let's see. And like she got to go on that date. Like they put her on that date and she like liked it. So it's like, let her explore that and see if he is someone that she can get along with.
Yeah.
I like Hannah. So like I do want to see, like I feel like she's genuine.
I just feel bad because Charlie really liked her, but of course, like he's on the other side. So it's just sad. I
want to talk more about the Huda stuff, because I feel like I think a lot of people keep talking about her and how she's crazy, and I get that. But the one thing like that bothered me the most about Huda, and I feel like I would not be as bothered, is like the way she came after Iris on every single level. Like if she didn't do that, like I would think maybe like, okay, I kind of feel bad for her. She's just crazy in love, and like she has sex with a guy. She's so attached. Like she's just so like flabbergasted that he's kind of rejecting her now, and she doesn't know what to do, so she's acting crazy. But when you come after another girl and for no freaking reason, when you make like the way that the scene that Pepe and Jalen had to be like, wait, shouldn't we stay up here? Because they were so scared when Huda wanted to talk to Iris alone. Like that should say something. Like how is production not removing her and telling her you need to chill out? People are scared of you in this villa.
Yeah, no.
And then she comes out and tells, and after the door situation, when Jeremiah picked Iris, and she calls her a scapegoat, and right away goes, he said he wasn't even attracted to you, like just making her try to feel like so small and so like shit. And I'm so happy Iris at the very end still went up to her and like, you know, was a girl's girl and was like, I'm gonna vote for her to stay. Like that just shows she's a great person. On TikTok, like you see her on Instagram, you see Iris's like roommates, you know, watching her, and it's just so cute. You could tell she's a great friend. Like you could tell she is a girl's girl. She has people around her, and like they were like so proud of her, and it was just like such a cute moment. And it's like where's Huda's friends coming out? No one has came out and said Huda's a good friend here.
Yeah, I did see someone come out and say that Huda never watched the show before, so she doesn't know. And it's like, it doesn't matter if you know or not.
If this is how you're acting on a show in front of television, like what would you be acting like in person to your own boyfriend?
I just want you guys to know, producers really, even if you haven't watched the show, explain that in the show, you have to act all happy. Like when we talk about when they walk down the stairs and all the men are cheering them on and saying, woo, you look so hot and blah, blah, blah. And how the couples have to walk with each other. And when they're coming back from the date, like when they were coming back from the boat, like their producers tell them like, you have to act tight, be happy, be supportive for each other. I have never in any of the Love Islands ever seen a woman act like that towards another woman on the show, because they all understand the concept of the show.
Yeah, like it's just so crazy. And then after she gives her a hug and's like, thank you so much. I know you didn't have to do them. So it's like, no, shut up. It's too late now. Like you literally have like terrorized this girl. And like, she hasn't done one thing. Like America set her up with Jeremiah. She said she came in, she's a bombshell. She said she's interested in him. She let it go once, like he told her no. And America set them up. America put them on the date. Like he chose her. Like she has done nothing to you.
I do think that the producers did a recoupling so soon because they did think that Huda was going to get kicked out, just based on how everyone said they're so annoyed and over Huda that even they are surprised that Huda stayed.
But why would like everyone's talking about this because of mostly because Huda being crazy? Like that's how it's nuts. Like why would they want her to go? She's like reality gold right now.
I get that, but I still think like they thought a huge chance would be Huda leaving. They wouldn't if they really, really, really wanted Huda to stay, they wouldn't risk doing this right here.
I think it was crazy that like Jeremiah didn't really pick Huda, to be honest. Like I'm happy he didn't, but like for him not to pick Huda and recouple with her says a lot. So it's like it's like how did they know that was gonna happen?
I was shocked
after one day. They've only been in a couple for one day.
I was shocked about that, but I think that he's just very much easily influenced. Like if someone puts something in his head and saying like, that's not right, like you shouldn't deal with that. He's like, you know what? You're right. I shouldn't deal with that. If someone's like, why would you listen to them? They're a hater. He's like, you know what? They are a hater. Like he just,
and it's so sad when he finally did say to the boys, like, I don't know. I feel for Jeremiah. I don't know. I know he's a little like cuckoo too. And he's the reason why
I honestly feel so bad for him.
Yeah, I know. I feel bad for him with the boys. I don't feel bad for him in the situation with Huda, but like he literally tells the guys, like, you guys tell me, get away from her. She's toxic. I recouple and you guys are mad at me again. Like, what is it? Like, what am I doing that you guys are like so like coming at me for?
Yeah.
And it's all Ace.
And then like, but it's so weird because I would look at those boys and I'd be like, I'm never telling him shit again about anything or about how I'm feeling. But then he'll still like tell Nick and stuff and how he's feeling. And I'm like, why are you doing that when you
maybe
know?
Nick is that person that acts supportive to him and then like goes back and like is probably talking shit, so he doesn't know. Austin really is his only true boy. Like when he picked, you know, Iris, like Austin was clapping, like so happy for him, like hell yeah, you're getting out of this toxicity, good for you. And like everyone was just like, what? It's like, shut up, you guys have been the ones telling him don't pick her.
Yeah, no, it's horrible. I don't know why everyone's so focused on their relationship or like on and they're like more annoyed with Jeremiah. I don't know. Even Jeremiah at the end, he was like, what's been harder for me is like the boys,
I
like,
know.
and I'm
And then it
like,
makes me sad.
it's so fucking sad. And then you have this little 22-year-old leprechaun fucking running things and making people act a certain way towards Jeremiah. It's so fucked
I
up.
can't wait for Leprechaun to come out and be like, what the fuck? I got this so wrong.
I know. So Jeremiah's family apparently spoke out on his Instagram story and wrote, using profanity in the way we witnessed during tonight's episode is not how Jeremiah or anyone in the villa deserve to be spoken to. Thank you, America.
Thank you. Yeah, exactly. Like, and like, you know, like it's just so like ew. Like, I think anyone calling like I know sometimes we like joke around, we call some of the boys like the beat like BITCHs, but the way she does it is so demeaning and so nasty. Like, it's too much. It's crazy. And another thing, like the way that she just shows her crazy. She doesn't care. The fact that she gets up and she goes and listens to the boys and she does not give a fuck is that's why it's wild. It's like she like people make sure to act like they don't care. She does the opposite. She makes sure people know she cares.
How about when they went on the date night and they came back and then she like gets out of her sweater, goes in her bikini, and then lays there and acts like she's been laying there this whole time, like mad and waiting. And then even the boys did make fun of her for this. But I was like, you're doing the most, sweetie.
Yes. She's making sure everyone knows how she feels. And it's like too much because it's like too much consuming. Like, that's why I think everyone's annoyed with her, because it's like everyone has to feel about her emotions and what she's doing. And like, it's all about her. Like, why is she crying? All these things. Like, I would die if I was in that villa with her. I would want her out right away. So that's why I'm still so shocked that they all picked her.
And then when she does like have conversations with Jeremiah and then he says something or I don't know. And then the way she like will walk back and to all of them and she'll be like, he's a bitch. He's this, he's that. I'm done. Da, da, da. I'm just like, oh my gosh.
She lies too. She lies about every single conversation she has. That's the issue. She comes back and she twists the truth.
And
so it's like, and he's too shy to like say really what just happened. He doesn't pop off. He doesn't give into it, but it's like, he needs to a little bit. He needs to have a backbone and say like, I didn't say that. What are you talking about?
The problem is she keeps telling him, America thinks that you're the problem. Like towards the end, she's like, America thinks that you're the issue.
She's so manipulative.
And I'm like, that's so fucked up. And I'm thinking like, what's really crazy is that she's going to get out and she's going to be shooketh. You know, her baby daddy came out and told people, you guys need to relax, like coming on her page and commenting stuff. And this might affect my daughter too. Ariana also recently came out and said something and said, you know, people need to relax because, you know, again, they're bringing up how people have committed suicide over the show. And Ariana said, I also think the people running their social media pages need to be on top of blocking, deleting, and setting limits on words, etc. on their pages. They shouldn't see any of that when they get their phones back.
I agree. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, okay, like all these people making videos, like, you know, some are popular, you're going to get to see, you know, but like most of those people are not being that cruel, just being like, you know, they're giving their take and they're kind of more funny on it. The thing that I always tell people is like, just don't go on their social media and harass them. Like, enough's enough.
Yeah, I know.
Like, because that's what they'll see. Like, that's what they'll remember. Yeah. Maybe she's going to search her name on TikTok and see what people are saying. And the popular videos are going to come up. They're not that bad. Like, they're just like, oh gosh, she's crazy and like, you know, whatnot. But it's like, I don't know. It is too much for people to keep going after her. We all know she's crazy. That's it. You don't have to tell her.
When I was watching Miami tonight, I was just so sad.
Wait, did you like see the Paige stuff? Like what happened to Paige?
Yeah, how she like fainted and
she said the sun starts beating down on me pretty aggressively. She said I had a high pain tolerance, so I'm uncomfortable. I'm really waiting for the last second to tell them because I don't want a problem. I just don't want to be bothersome. And she's like, I'm like an hour and a half into filming, and I'm like, you know what? Real quick, I'm feeling a little bit queasy. Let me take a moment to myself. She continued. She throws up, okay, and then she ends up saying no, I can go back, but then she starts swaying a little. And then she ends up saying how she took a beta blocker, it says Paige Disturber noted that she took a beta blocker to calm her nerves that morning. Is that like anxiety, like an anxiety pill?
I don't know.
I know, so isn't that crazy? But like, yeah, she said that because, you know, she was wearing a sweet turtleneck with a mic packed and hair extensions and it was extremely hot weather. Like that's crazy.
It says a beta blocker is a type of medication that works for blocking the effects of adrenaline and other stress hormones on the body, primarily on the heart and blood vessels. This action helps to lower blood pressure and slow down the heart rate, making it easier for the heart to pump.
You're that nervous?
Yeah, I would never risk taking that shit ever, like for any of this. Like, no, because it could.
Cage, like you, this is like nothing. Love Island, like I mean, obviously it's huge. Like people are watching, she knows that, but it's like you're going in with these people who like are just random people.
Well, I mean, it is the biggest show in America right now, so I get that, and I totally get like her nerves. It's valid, but it's also like taking a beta blocker, being in a different country, the heat, all the shit. Like, no, I'm not going to take anything to any type of medication that may risk like something. Like, look what ended up happening.
Why did they make her wear that like suede like turtleneck? It was sleeves off and like her stomach was showing, but like damn, like that would be so hot.
She talked about it. She said that they called her and they were like, hey, it's like a lumberjack theme. Do you have anything lumberjack? And she was like, it was all very last minute because obviously it's like kind of live. And she went through her closet and she's like, no, I literally have nothing. And then she showed them that outfit and they were like, that works. And so that's why. So she brought that outfit. And like, yeah, like, you know, she didn't realize, she thought that she was going to have like another outfit change too. And she's like, oh my gosh, everyone's going to say like I'm a Hillary or what Lizzie McGuire like a repeat offender because I've already worn this outfit. And yeah, like people were like saying, I don't think people were saying anything wrong with it, but they were just saying like she did wear this outfit before. But I mean, I thought like they could have probably provided her with an outfit. I mean, look what they're doing with Ariana. Like they're literally giving Ariana the best makeup, hair, and outfits. Like they could have just given her an outfit, if anything. Because that's a lot of fucking pressure to find like a lumberjack hot theme in a short notice.
Yeah, no, for sure.
But she said that it was like so hot and like incredibly hot.
I mean, yeah, like right now, if we look at the weather for Fiji, I think it's like in the hundreds some of the days.
But how do they not look ugly all the time then?
I mean, I feel like, yeah, I don't know. They don't, I guess. Hold on.
They don't. Like my hair would be humid, frizzy.
I mean, Amaya does need a treatment. No offense.
You think?
Yeah, her hair is always frizzy. Like her hair is like crazy. She like has my hair. We have to like slick it back so much if we want it to be nice. But like during the day, it's literally like it's like my hair. Like she literally needs a treatment. But maybe she doesn't care. But like you could tell.
Like that's how my hair would be. Like especially with the frizz. Like I would. That's why I'm like I don't know
like,
how.
Yeah, maybe you'll get little frizzy hairs, but like our hairs like expand, like where it's like triple.
And they also like don't like sweat. Their makeup still looks on. Like they still look refreshed. Like I'm so confused because like when I'm in hot weather, I'm like sweating bullets and I don't look cute.
I know. I feel like I'm sure there's a lot of touch-ups involved.
Yeah, I suppose. I'm just excited for tomorrow's episode. I know, again, one of our cousins on Patreon was like, can you guys just be recapping this every day? And like, yeah, too much is going on. Like even with it being 2 episodes, it kind of, you just like kind of want to just skip over to the end and talk about that. Just because like so much, like that was just like such a big deal and so much other stuff happened, but like you don't even remember. And I literally am not going to sit there and ruin my experience watching the show by writing notes. Like I'm just not going to do it. But like I am of course like willing to talk about it. I'm just not gonna sit there and write notes because I swear to God that can ruin a show for me. And like I mean actually this one's not that bad because it's not live and I hate watching, or it's not like where the commercials are crazy. But I don't know, you guys. Overall, 10 out of 10. I'm so glad that we're getting people to watch it too. And let's see what happens tonight's episode. Because by the time
do you think Huda and Jeremiah are gonna get back?
No, never.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
I think she's gonna want them to get back, and I think he's really over it at this point.
But you know what though? Like one thing I forgot I did want to say, like that pissed me off, like with him, it was like the scene of them working out together, and he just like coming like he is toxic too. So it's like he literally gives her a hug, and then she tries to act no like nonchalant. He's like, oh, you're a unbothered person, unbothered queen, and like she's like, we'll talk later. It's like he makes it seem like he still wants her too. So it's like you either have to let it go or like really try to work through it.
Yeah, I mean, I do see him doing that. I don't think by any means he's perfect. I just think that he has so many people in his head and it has fucked with him. And like when Huda and Jeremiah go back and watch this, they are going to be shook.
And usually like people like in the villa are not so after your couple. Like they will like kind of sometimes, you know, say things, but like for the most part, everyone's minding their own business and their own couple. So
That's why
Yeah, so like this has been very intense for like other people to be so involved, and it's just crazy.
Only in America, dude.
Where
Only in America. And a lot of people are just getting pissed with like the new viewers on the show and how they'll just be like, we need to vote this person out. We need to do this. We need to do that. And everyone's like, you guys are fucking ruining the show, dude.
Yeah, like you only do that if there is a true connection, which maybe like, we did know Iris did want Jeremiah in the beginning. So like maybe I can see that, but like it's like don't vote people off just because like if they don't have a connection or you like
No,
someone
yeah,
else,
the reason they did it wasn't because of the Iris thing. It was literally because like let's fuck with Huda, Hurricane Huda.
Are you still quoting 30-year-old movies? Have you said cool beans in the past 90 days? Do you think Discover isn't widely accepted? If this sounds like you're stuck in the past. Discover is accepted at 99% of places that take credit cards nationwide. And every time you make a purchase with your card, you automatically earn cash back. Welcome to the now. It pays to Discover. Learn more at discover.com/credit card, based on the February 2024 Nielsen report.
Have you ever spotted McDonald's hot, crispy fries right as they're being scooped into the carton? And time just stands still. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Learning through play starts with Lego Duplo. With Lego Duplo, toddlers can develop real-life skills while having fun with colorful bricks made just for them. Large, easy to grip, and safe to explore. When children express themselves with Lego Duplo, they build patience, problem-solving, and empathy. See your child learn perseverance and self-expression with everything they imagine and create. Visit lego.com/preschool to learn more.
This message is brought to you by Abercrombie Kids, your place to shop everything they need for a summer full of memories. Kids can never have too many shorts and tees, and Abercrombie Kids has endless options. Planning a water park or beach trip? Get them new swim with next-level comfort. Summer's calling. Answer with Abercrombie Kids. Shop in-store, online, or in the app.
Who says you can't be the topic of conversation for all the right reasons? The Hyundai Tucson Hybrid pairs bold presence with advanced technology and sleek style. It's everything you didn't know you needed in an SUV and then some. Okay, Hyundai. Visit HyundaiUSA.com to learn more.
This episode is brought to you by PetSmart. Stop by for Yappy Hour with your pet at PetSmart. Save $5 on walk-in grooming services like nail trims, ear cleaning, brushing, and more. No appointment needed every weekday from 2 to 6 p.m. And while you're there, Yappy Hour includes exclusive in-store deals like 25% off pet toys. Visit services.petsmart.com/grooming to learn more.
This episode is brought to you by Tic Tac. Summer tastes like Tic Tac. Tantalize your taste buds this sunny season with citrus adventure and orange. 2 everyday flavors that bring summer in every. Tic Tac Citrus Adventure is a yummy, vibrant medley of lemon, lime, and mandarin. And Tic Tac Orange is the perfect mix of tangy and sweet. Visit us at Tic Tac USA on social to refresh your summer with Tic Tac.
So. She is. She's nuts. I mean, like, I just like. I wish I was there. When they tell her like, "Here's your phone," just so you know, like, it's pretty bad. Like, they're gonna probably have to tell her that, and it's like, I wonder what she's thinking.
I don't even want to see that.
Yeah,
yeah, that's gonna be brutal. So
maybe she'll like it.
No, I don't think anyone will like that. She was like freaking out initially, where she's like, maybe America doesn't like us or me or him. And like, she's like, and now she literally convinced herself, which she's going to like, think she's like a bad bitch. Like, she's going to be like, people are going to respect me. And, I'm standing up for myself and like, I know what I want and whatever. Like, she is so delusional right now. And she thinks that America's rooting for her. It's really bad. So,
I mean, she's helped me like really think to myself, like, don't ever speak like that. I mean, I don't, but like really, like truly don't ever speak like that.
Yeah, I know. It's too
so
bad.
ugly.
And he doesn't even react. I feel like if we like spoke like that, like our husbands would look at us and be like, what is wrong with you? I'd be so scared. I'd be like, they would do that thing where it's like they wouldn't even talk to us for like weeks if we ever spoke like that.
I know. I think that's like where I guess he's good at, because he stays calm and he stays quiet. Like that's what shows him to be like looking better than her just being crazy.
Yeah.
Oh
Well,
wow.
you guys, mamacita, I'm a mommy. I'm a mamacita. I am fucking tired, you guys. It's 12 a.m. I'm tired.
It is, but by the way, just so you know, even on the second episode, like Nick by mistake tells Austin that she's a mom, and he didn't know that. So like that like it's weird that some of the guys still don't know that she's a mom.
She's so fucking weird for the whole mom thing, by the way.
So
Like,
weird. Like at this
just
point,
tell
like it's not a
everyone.
secret. It's not a. Why are you making it so weird?
It's the weirdest thing in the entire world. And like the fact that also, like, throughout these 2 episodes, I see you crashing about this guy that you just met and not once crashing about missing your daughter's birthday, or the fact that you've done all this and you left your daughter for all of this. Like, the whole time I'd be like, dude, like, I'd be looking at Jeremiah and be like, I left my daughter to be here to find a serious thing. And like, I miss her so much. Like, nothing, crickets about her daughter. And I'm just like, oh my God.
Maybe in her head she is thinking like that, and that's like why she's even crashing him more. And she's like, what the heck? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know why I'm trying to even defend
I could
her.
never. Tell me I'm a Judge Judy. I could never, ever, ever. You guys, when I left my house for a funeral, when I came home, you guys, the way my kids literally like, mommy, we miss you so much. Like, mommy, where'd you go? And I was like, I went to go pick up something. I'm not about to tell my man at a funeral. I'm like, I went to go pick up something. They're like, we miss you so much. And I like, even at the funeral, just having anxiety that like, I know my kids like want me so badly to be with them. And like, even just like the tornado, Chantal, it's like raining horribly here. And my kids were like, mommy, I just want you to come in my room. Like, no, I can never. So
I still stand that I feel like not everyone should be judging her on it, because I do think, again, like to me, it was a smart business move. And like, yeah, it's like, oh my God, you're leaving your daughter. But I think like she could also be setting up her and her daughter.
I think that she also genuinely went in there to find love.
Yeah,
So.
and that can also set up your family and your daughter one day. Like, that can do a lot. So it's like I don't think it was the most selfish thing to do, but I think like you acting this way is very scary. And then now, and you have a daughter, and it's like, what? Like this is too much.
Yeah. Are we recapping Miami tomorrow?
You guys let us know.
Yeah, literally. No, deadass. You guys let us know. Cause like, are you guys watching it? Like, let us know if we should be recapping it, because I swear Love Island got me on a chokehold. I'm sorry. I did like write some notes, but I actually thought it was a pretty boring episode. I think next week looks good, but let us know, you guys. Cause if like you guys want us to be like recapping Love Island like every day, I'd rather do that, you guys. I'd rather, well, we'll see. So we'll see. Like this episode right now was kind of all over the place, because I did have like notes that I was going to compile after the fact, but then I realized my kids are going to be hurt.
It's fine anyways, because sometimes when you have your notes, you like, those are like your opinions, and you'll go crazy if like I disagree. So it's better that's a conversation.
I mean, you literally disagreed with everything I said today.
I know, but you didn't have like your notes where you like wrote like a paragraph about it.
Wow. Por favor. Okay, no, really. Good night, guys. We love you. Make sure you join us on Patreon. We do 2 additional episodes. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.